All right. Good morning, everyone. Battle Beasts, good morning. It's a good morning so far today. I'm having a great morning so far. Happy Monday. The markets not having as great of a day, but we were kind of expecting that going in, especially how last week ended. We're not too shocked, and we were watching key support zones. And so it is what it is. It happens. But so I'm just cleaning up some tabs real fast. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Okay. All right. This morning is a specific stream. We're not doing our typical live stream where we just do technical analysis on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. This morning is a specific type of stream. We'll be looking at Bitcoin price and trying to like give a horizon to what do we think Bitcoin's going to go in 2025. We're going to base this off historical data that is on the market that is available for everyone to look at. We're going to look at 2021 and 2017, see how those bull markets panned out, and we're going to see how 2025 potentially could pan out, and based on percentages, right? We're not looking at actual price movement, we're looking at percentages, because percentages is pretty much everything when it comes to investing. And we're going to see you like a guess, right? This isn't financial advice what we're about to do, but we're going to get into the guess and price prediction of where do we think Bitcoin could go by November 2025. Because I think November 2025, from historical timeline of the bull market, it usually ends once November of the previous election year ends. So this year that'd be November 2025, and December kind of kicks off the bear run, right? So we get like 1 year of really good price movement, massive movement, and then 4 years of kind of like boring, lame movement, right? Where it's kind of a downtrend. Now, maybe this year's different because we got ETFs involved, we got big money, we got America is very pro crypto this year, or this election time. And so that could change some things, but I still think November will be kind of like the timeline of when the bull run could potentially end. So we're going to look out for that, see what the price could be by November, and give a really not an unrealistic. We want to be very realistic, very stick to the data and not sway from that. I want what you guys get this morning to be all data based, not emotional based or feeling based. It's all going to be data based. It's not going to be me feeling like it's going to hit here, or I think, or I hope it's going to hit here. No, it's going to be based on numbers from previous years and previous bull runs. What could we expect? And that's what we're going to look at. And so in this morning, we're going to dive into Bitcoin specifically and dive into that. And we're going to give you some places you can trade Bitcoin when it comes time, if you would like to, and so on and so forth. So guys, I'm excited. I'm excited for this morning. I'm excited to see, because I have not done this. I wanted to wait to do this live on live stream so you guys go through my entire process. You see how I do this, and then then you guys will hopefully have a good picture of what could we expect in 2025. Yeah. Well, happy Monday, everyone. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're not falling into the fear of the current market state. But in reality, it's not that bad. I'm not too worried. Now, I think in the short term, we are going to see some bearish momentum, but something to be scared of. If you guys can, before we get into stream, like it, share it with someone that you think would find value from this stream specifically. But yeah, we're going to get into Eric, good morning. We're going to get into this, and if there's anybody that you know in your life who's like, man, I wish I would know where Bitcoin's going, or a trusted source, or someone who's not like crazy, just bullish or bearish or whatever, share with them so they can come and hang out and check out what we're going to say on Bitcoin. But I'm going to give it a little bit of time. I'm probably going to get like 15 minutes, just hang out in the beginning before we get into it, just to let people come in and really get to see the TA, because I don't want to get into it and then people start joining late. But yeah. If you guys have any questions regarding the technical analysis we're going to do, if you have any things you would like to see on the Bitcoin price prediction this morning, if it makes sense, I'll do it. But yeah, throw it in the chat of if there's any thoughts. If you have a price prediction, throw it in the chat. Where do you think price is going to go in 2025 for Bitcoin? Do you think we hit, some of the crazy numbers that people have saying, $500,000 Bitcoin, $300,000 Bitcoin, or do you think 108,000 Bitcoin was the peak? What do you think? Do you think we go higher, or do you think we have already had the bull run and it's actually over? Let me know what you think. I would love to hear what you guys have your opinions on. But yeah, what's your estimates on Bitcoin? Wes Smith, thank you so much for sharing, liking the live, and those coins you just shot over. So thank you so much. Really appreciate that, Wes. Hope you're having a great Monday. I'll give it about 4 more minutes and then we'll get into the technical analysis. Go ahead, share the stream, like it as we're waiting. But and in 2 days we actually have, so I think this is like the last week we might get a pullback when it comes to crypto, because next week is the inauguration, next Monday on Martin Luther King Jr. Day, when they have the inauguration. That is also, I think, potentially when the pullback ends. We'll find out though. And I think today will actually be helpful when we dive into like previous historical data. This kind of will give us a good idea of what happens post inauguration, because that's one thing I'm really looking into, is what's going to happen post the inauguration. Do we get bullish momentum usually after the inauguration comes into play and it's solidified, or does it not really do anything and actually cause it to go a little more bearish than bullish off the bat? So we'll see how that plays out. Also today, we are kicking off the 30 days and 30 altcoins for 2025. So today you'll see the first post about that series. So we're kicking off for 30 days straight in January, and then leading a little bit into February. You're going to get the 30 days and 30 best altcoins for 2025. So that, if you want to really keep in the know with that, I'd follow me on Instagram or TikTok, and we'll be starting to post that series starting today. And then it'll literally be 30 days straight. We're going to be posting 30 of our top altcoins for 2025 that we're most excited about here at Soul Maniac. Link is in the bio under the video, wherever you want to go, but it's also on the screen. Just Soul Maniac _. That's where I am on everything. On Instagram, TikTok, everything. I'm Soul Maniac _. So, all right, we're about to get into it and get this started off. Let me make sure my tabs are all ready. There we go. I'm looking for one of these Bitcoin macro charts. Maybe it's this. No. Oh, it's okay. I don't need it. I'm going to go into the... Oh, no. No, don't do that. All right. Okay. Kyle, good morning. It's a bloodbath this morning. It is a bloodbath. But honestly, I'm not too worried about it. I honestly kind of like it. I like the dips. I did enter a short this morning on my secret account that I haven't really showed yet. I did enter a short on that, and it's actually my second winning trade on that account. I've had some losses, but I've been really trying to be really diligent on my risk management on this account, and I've been able to take a lot of losses, but one win basically deletes all the losses. So that's why I'm trying to be really diligent on my discipline. But I'm excited to share this with you guys eventually. I think we're going to be sharing it with you in February. But yeah, I'm excited for this other account that I've been working on and what it hopefully will mean for me in the future as a trader. But yeah, it's our second winning trade on it so far. We've locked in profits. And now if it plays out the way I think it will, it should be a 10R winner. It should be a 10R, which should be a really good win. That actually puts me, I had a bunch of losses, but the losses are small, right? Because I try to be with the discipline. But this one win will put me, after all the losses, into positive. So I'm very excited if this one plays out. Right now, I think we've locked in like a 1-to-1 because our stop loss, I've moved it into profit. If it fails and it hits my take profit, we lock in some gains, but it's not much. But we'll see how it plays out. Right now, it's kind of pushing up into my stop loss, but oh well. If it does, hey, at least we locked in some wins. I think we locked in like $300 or something. Better than nothing. All right, let's get into the Bitcoin price prediction. The complete breakdown of this price prediction for Bitcoin. I'm excited to get into it. I hope you guys are excited to see where this goes. Wes thinks Bitcoin 115 and 125K by March, maybe top out at 150 by fall. Okay. Wes put his Bitcoin price prediction for the bull run, and he's thinking max 150. Max 150. Again, if you just joined our live stream, if you're a little late, that's okay. Put in your price prediction for 2025 of where you think Bitcoin will go in 2025. How high do you think we go? We're about to break it down, but I want to see some of your guys' guess before I start saying things. So I want to see some of your guess. So far, we got a guess of 150 is the top. 150 is the top. Let's see what you guys think. All right, let's get into it. I'm screen sharing, so you guys should be able to see everything. Let me move it over just a tad. Okay, so we're going to break it down. All right, we're going to make some highlights here to indicate time frames that we're looking at. Okay, and let's just get into it. All right, so this box, we're going to make it a specific color. This one's going to be bright pink. Okay, so we're going to make it a little bit brighter. So this bright pink, let's make it a different color, actually. Let's make it this blue. Yeah, this blue color is going to be election year. Okay, so election year is 2024, 2020, 2016. Okay, we're going to highlight that time frame. That's not what we're looking at, right? We're looking at post-election year, which is typically when the bull run is really kicks in. Okay, so first we're going to highlight all of 2020. Okay, all of 2020, or actually all of 2016, sorry. All of 2016, February, January, okay. Let's turn off the magnet, that's gonna bother me. Okay, 18. There we go. That's 2016. Okay. Let's add a text here. 2016. Make it white, but let's make it pop a little bit more. There we go. That's 2016. Can you guys all see that? Looks like you guys all can. might be a little small. Okay, that's 2016. Now we're going to highlight all of 2017, the post-election year. Okay, we're going to highlight all of 2017. And that is going to be, we're going to make that a green color. Maybe that might be too light. Yeah, let's make it more green. We're just going to do that. All right, so we go to this line, right? 2017, and then this goes to right there. Literally right there. All right, we're going to shrink it down. $2017. Okay. Now, as you can see, after 2017, we have a bear run. Bear run, and then let's do this. And this is going to be 2020. So let's find 2020. There, 2020. Okay. That's 2020. Let's change it. 2020. And then look at 2021. Holy smokes. Actually, we'll do this. Control C, Control V. And this is 2021. Okay. And we're going to go to the end of 2021, which I think it's right there. Yep. Okay. So this is 2021. Okay. Let's bring this to the visual front. All right, we're good there. Okay. Now we're going to highlight 2024 and then all of 2025. Okay. So let's do 2024. There we go. And then November, December. Okay. That's 2024. Let me fix this text. All right. And then now all of 2025. Okay. Okay. Okay, so this is what we're looking at. This is what our chart's looking at, okay? We're going to first focus in. Okay? That gives you kind of a clear image of each year, right? The presidential year, right? Before the election happens. And then it gives you the post-election, okay? So the blue is the election year. The green is the post-election. So now there's a new president, okay? And then you get that president's 4-year term to the next blue, okay? So this year, okay, we're going to make also a little bit of arrow here to mark which president was which. Okay, this was Trump, a Trump year. And this was a Biden year. Biden year. And then you have Trump. Now, here's some key things to take note of. We want this. We're going to call out this. For these 2 years, they're... I'm going to make it big. Don't worry. Negative crypto sentiment. No ETH. There we go. We'll just keep it at that right now. So let's do this. And then text, we're gonna make black. Well, and then text, we're gonna make much, much bigger. Okay, so now you guys can clearly see that. For these two elections, right? For this one and also for, I'll make a little arrow too. For these two elections, right? You have a negative crypto sentiment, no Bitcoin ETF, no Ethereum ETF for both of these presidential elections. Now the difference with this one, election year, you have, ooh, and you could even add to this. You could even add this. I don't even know if I spelled his name wrong. I don't really care. So this one you have positive crypto sentiment. You have a Bitcoin ETF, Ethereum ETF, pro crypto SEC director. I think that's what the title is. I don't quite understand. Pro crypto SEC director. Trump goal to make America crypto capital. That's one of his main goals. So you're seeing a lot of sentiment shift when it comes to this presidential election and crypto in general. Okay. Now I'm not trying to, glaze a specific president or anything. I'm just talking about the sentiment shifts and the positive things going on. 195 says, bro, super annoying that chart is RYT behind the chat section. Can't see well? Oh, is there something on the screen on the Instagram? Let me see. I haven't seen the Instagram. Let me check it out real fast just to make sure. Let me see if I need to fix something. Oh, I don't know how I know how I can fix it maybe. I'll fix it right now. We'll move this one and this one. Oh, nope. This and... hopefully that helps. All right. Hopefully that helps. Let me know if that... but yeah, I can change also to another platform. It's kind of bad to see. Instagram honestly makes it pretty hard to live stream. I hope that helps what I moved. But yeah, if you want to go to a more comfortable place, I'm live on YouTube, Twitch, and X too. So if you want quite a bit more, but it's better. Okay, sweet. I hope that's helpful. But yeah, let's get back into it. So in this election year, okay, the 2025 to 2029, right? You have a positive crypto sentiment, Bitcoin ETF, Ethereum ETF, pro crypto SEC director, Trump's goals to make America the crypto capital. And also another thing that is pretty huge is Trump plans to take capital gains tax away from crypto. Another huge thing that Trump plans to do, which would make crypto much more attractive to a lot of more different investors. Okay, let's we might shrink this one down in text wise. There we go. This one's a little bit bigger. There we go. So there's a lot of things building up to back why 2025 will be really bullish. ETT says only the words from live stream chat on screen covering chart. Okay, hopefully that's helpful. Let me see now. It looks like the chart is now like right where the chat kind of disappears. I wish I could change that. Yeah, of course. I'm always trying to change it. Always trying to. I mean, I want you guys to have a good experience, right? That's the most important thing, is that you guys are able to watch and get a good experience from this. So, but yeah. So, a quick overview of why it's more beautiful is that, right? There's a lot of things, like a lot of dominoes getting stacked up that are ready to just knock down and make it a really bullish time for crypto in this next 4 years. So even these things stacked up would potentially indicate that we might not have a bear run like we've had in the past after a fresh presidential election. So I don't know if that's the case. We gotta, we'll have to watch. I mean, it's gonna take like 4 or 5 years before we really get that information. And I'm planning on being active and streaming this entire time. I'm not going anywhere. I've been already in this space for 4 years. And now I ain't going nowhere. So I'm going to be around a long time. So you guys are really at the genesis, kind of like the very, very beginning of my start. Because, I mean, I plan on being here for 10, 20 years. Like, so this is my like goal. This is my goal to build. So I'm stoked to have you guys here in the beginning as I'm just starting out. So it's gonna be fun. All right, now that we have kind of like the general sentiment, right, of each presidential election, why this one's a little different and maybe even more bullish than before. Let's get into the price numbers. Okay, let's get into actual price statistics. Let's look at 2017, and then we're going to go into 2021, okay? And we're going to lock this real quick just so these don't move. All right. So, we are looking at, if you're wondering what the time frame is, we're looking at the month time frame, okay? We're not looking at like the hour or the 4 hour right now. We're looking at the month. The lowest time frame we'll probably go today is the day, maybe the 4 hour. I think I won't go lower than the 4 hour today. But the lowest time, yeah, we're not going lower than the day. Okay, the lowest time frame we're gonna go today is the day. But even then, I might not even tap into it. I might just go into the weeks. But let's look at start of 2017. What was this ROI? From the beginning of 2017 to the end of 2017, okay? And there's this cool tool here on TradingView. Is it here? No, it's up here. You can do price range. Okay, date and price range. We're just going to use price range because we've already marked out the date with our box. So we're going to go here and then up to that line there. So in 2017, when we had Trump as a president, okay, and a negative crypto sentiment in general, very negative crypto sentiment, we still saw a 2,556% return for 2017, okay, and that had a lot stacked up against a lot of things stacked up against crypto in 2017. Okay, now let's go to 2021. Okay, 2021, you see it's a pretty massive return. We're gonna go to this peak over here to the left, right? We have this massive peak, a correction, then a push up even further. Okay, so we're gonna go all the way up to that one. All right. Okay, and this is November is the peak here in 2021, and in 2017 December was the peak. Okay, So key things to take note of: December ended the bull run, and 2021 November ended the bull run. Okay, those are some important things to take note of. Now in 2021 we saw 250.19%, so quite a different percentage range, right, from 2017. Sweet, Mount Olive, I love it. Yeah, Kyle, I think Twitch does not have a delay at all. I cannot figure out how to do it on. If anyone knows how to get rid of a delay on YouTube, hop in the Discord and let me know. But like, I've tried to get rid of the delay. I've put the delay to 0. I've tried to put the delay in my OBS to 0, and it just, I don't know why. I think YouTube just auto has a delay, and same with like Instagram, auto has a delay. But I think X and Twitch have 0 delay. Yeah, I can't change it. It's just stupid. I wish it didn't have that. I wish you could adjust it. But yeah, 2017 we saw 250% return. Now, if you went from the bottom of the bull run, it's much higher. But right, we're just looking at the post-election year. Okay, post-election year we saw 250, where 2017 we saw 2,556% return. So what I wanted to do is take, right, 2,556 plus 250% return equals 2,806% return. Now I'm gonna divide that by 2, and so our median return, our average return from those 2 years, is about 1,400%. Okay, so I'm gonna put a 1,400% on the chart for 2025, though I honestly don't think we will get that, though there are things stacking up in our favor, right, in this election year. Pro Bitcoin, pro crypto presidential election, pro crypto SEC, potentially no capital gains. There are things that could stack us up to get to that kind of percentage, but we're gonna see what we actually get in general, right? So let's go price range here. We have this one starting right now, and then we're gonna go up to, was it 1403? Yeah, this would be crazy. If we got a 1403, that'd be crazy. Geez, this is, I wish I could do settings. Whatever. All right, we're almost there. We're to 500, 700, 1,000, almost there. All right, so if we were to hit this kind of return, a 1,400% return, okay, in this bull run, I mean, dude, I mean, look how big that is. Oh, my stop was just filled. Did you guys hear that? That was on my other account. So we just made some profit there. I'll have to do my TradeZella later and get that in, but excited for that. Sweet. Made some profit this morning on that. Last one. Okay. Profitable trades this morning. I love it. Okay. All right. I'm going to minimize that for now, actually, because now that trade's over. Okay. So if we hit a 14. Oh. Again, I don't believe this. I mean, I think one day we'll get there. But if we hit a 1,400% return, that would put us at a $1.251 million Bitcoin. Okay, a $1.25 million Bitcoin. I don't think we're getting that this cycle. Now, I think we'll get that eventually, like in the next 5 to 10 years. but not this cycle. Okay. I just don't think that's realistic. So how can we be more realistic in our technical analysis? How can we be more realistic? Let me look at it. Let me show you how we can be more realistic than going off of that kind of crazy gain of 1400%, because I just don't think that's going to be happening this cycle. Okay. Okay. Put this down. Let's get it back into. You think these text boxes would follow the size? They do not. Holy smokes. It's kind of annoying. I wish I didn't use these now. There we go. There we go. All right. Okay. All right. So, how can we be more realistic in our expectations of returns for Bitcoin? So, we're still in the monthly time frame, right? I think a great tool we can use in our tool belt to figure out how can we be realistic on our returns for 2025 in Bitcoin, my guess is a fib retracement. I think a fib retracement could be a very good guess and a very good guesstimate on where could price go in 2025. Okay. Now, how can we use the fib retracement to our favor, right? We can look at the fib retracements from previous years and see how they respected or disrespected those fib retracements, right? We have this fib retracement right here. As you can see, we fell back down. I probably could even go lower to wherever that bottom is. So we have that 2017 fib retracement. As you can see, price fell. Fell. Didn't retrace all the way back to the 1. Came back up to the gold zone, pushed down, then pushed way up, which then the next bull run hit our -1 up here and then pushed a little higher before we saw big correction, right? And so that is on a monthly time frame, a massive like 3-to-1 ratio, I'm pretty sure. Like if you were to enter on the 0.5, push it up here. Yeah, a 3-to-1 ratio, right? And then it ended up pushing up even further, right? To going even higher to all the way up here, which is a 583% return or a 5-to-1 ratio. Okay, almost a 6R. Almost a 6R there on that move. And then you have, let's move this over. So it's in 2016 or 2017. Okay, now you have 2020. Okay, let's look at this move, right? Because we can kind of make a guesstimate from this move down here with the fib retracement. What could we maybe get in 2025? Okay. Okay. Here's our fib retracement from 2020, right? You had this massive, gigantic move up, a correction down, and it looks literally almost identical to the 2017 bull run, the pullback on the bear run, right? Moves up, pulls down, does not retrace back to the 1, and then pushes up further. Okay, so now if you look at the monthly time frame, we've broken the 0. We haven't even tapped the 0.5. Haven't even tapped the 0.6. Oh, we did tap the 0.5, but did not close above. We did not tap the 0.618, and we have not tapped the -1. So for me, a realistic idea for me for 2025 is a minimum of $133,000 Bitcoin. Okay. Now, if we look at 2021's bull run from the -1 here, how far did we go? What was our push up from the -1? How much of a percentage move was that? A 73, about 74% additional push up after we hit the -1. Okay, so here's what I would want to do. Okay, so if it's about 74%, let's go here to 2025, right? And we're going to see what's an additional 75% here. Right now, I don't think we'll get the 75% because I think it'll actually be a little bit less. We'll do 74.95. Okay, it's pretty close. That puts us at another $100,000 gain. And that would put us at a $234,000 Bitcoin. Okay. I think a $234,000 Bitcoin is much more realistic than a 1.25 million, right? Much more realistic. Much more realistic. Now, what is that in regards to percentage in the entire move from the bottom here of 2025, right? We're in 2025. What does that actually equate to in the full move, right? So currently we're sitting at this low here. And that full move would be a 161.86% move for the year of 2025. I think that is a way more realistic target expectation for 2025. Now, do I think that we're going to tap 200, right? I'm going to make a line here so we have it. Settings, so we're going to have text, red, and then we're going to copy our coordinates. Control C, text, Control V, 1, 2, 3, comma, 1, 2, 3. Make it a little bit bigger. Okay, and then we're going to make it middle. We're going to go top, and then we're going to go left. Okay, and we're going to move this over just a tad. That is, oh, I messed it up. I messed it up. That is the top of that move. If we had a 161.75% return in the year of 2025. Okay, now that's coming from the bottom of this candle right here, right? This isn't a guaranteed thing, right? I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a future predictor. That's not my case. I just go off historical data, right? I'm just taking the previous candles of what they did and see how realistic that is right now. And so from the historical data, right? Let's delete this fib retracement here. Let's delete this stuff to make it a little bit cleaner, right? I think that goal is much more realistic for us in 2025. And I think it's much more realistic for us to potentially see that this year. In our returns on Bitcoin. And so I think this micro pullback that you're seeing right now, right, is normal. So now that we kind of have a guesstimate of where price could go, right? Maybe price goes to $234,000 Bitcoin. Maybe that's what we see. I'm gonna move this over so that stops getting in the way. Okay. Let's see what January and parts of the year typically do. So we can expect, if we see that in the future, what is like normal, right? So like say if summer is typically red and then we get to summer of 2025 and we see a massive pullback, we're not going to think the bull runs over. We just understand it's a pullback, right? If that's a typical historical event. So let's go into it. Okay. Let's go to 2017 and then we'll go to 2021. So we're going to really zoom in on 2017 here. 2017 was pretty bullish, like just non-stop. We're going to go to the weekly time frame actually. Dude, that's crazy. The weekly time frame will give us a little more understanding of what happens throughout the year and when can we maybe be more expectant of a pullback, a big pullback, than other times of the years, right? So this is January. January in 2025, a little more bullish than what we're seeing now. It is just bullish momentum the entire month. Okay, now not until here in, wait, am I on the weekly time? I am. What date is this? Why is it showing? Why is it in November? What? Do I have this off? What's going on here? It says December. Why is it going on my lower time frames? It moved my stuff around. All right, we're gonna figure out where January starts on the lower time frames. Okay, sorry, it moved the, when I go to lower time frames, it changes the lines on my box. All right, so let's figure out where January is on here, and we're gonna make a line. Okay, January starts right here. Oh, that's okay. That makes more sense. That makes way more sense. Okay, so that red line is January. Okay, January of 2017. And as you can see, January had a big correction. 2 straight weeks of correction before we saw any kind of bullish momentum. And I think that's what we're getting here. Okay, this week is the week of the 17th. Okay, and then this week is the week. Oh, my screens just went black. That scared me for a second. Okay, this week is the week of the 17th, or Monday the 9th to the 17th. Okay, this one is the 16th. Oh, that's 17th the year. Oh my gosh, sorry. The 2nd, the 9th, and then the 16th. Then this is when the inauguration happens, right? Yep. Okay, so the first 2 weeks of January in 2017 are red. 3rd week, inauguration happens for the new presidency. Bullish momentum all after that. Okay. Now, can I make notes? Let me see real fast. I'm going to do this. I think I could put notes. Add a note. Yep. Okay, here we go. Type something. So, 2017. We're going to give some notes in here. January, bearish up until inauguration. Okay, now we're gonna go into February. February is all bullish. February only sees bullish. And then we get to March. March is pretty much an entire correction up until the last week. So February, I'm gonna make a note, bullish entire month. Okay, March is bearish the entire month. Last week, massive bullish momentum. Okay, so that just keeps me, as I go back so I don't forget, in 2017 what happened. So March, pretty much a pullback month in 2017. The last week though, you see this bullish engulfing candle, and it looks like it came to some support to the left, right? And then we have a massive push up. And then pretty much all the way until, what is this doing? Oh, I see. All the way until, what is this month with a massive correction? June. It looks like the 2nd week of June. Okay, so then we're going to say from March, April to May, bullish entire months. June, we see large correction for entire month. So the entire month of June, you see a large correction, right? June, July. And the first 2 weeks of July are very bearish, okay? Then the July first 2 weeks, extremely bearish. Last 2 weeks, bullish, okay? The last 2 weeks of July are very bullish, post July 4th, okay? Bullish, there's a holiday in here, right? But the last 2 weeks are bullish. And then basically we have bullish momentum going all the way to, what is this? August. And then August. So August, completely bullish. September, bearish with large pullback. Okay, so September kicks off a pullback, but the last week of September is extremely bullish. I'm gonna make a note of that. Last week of September, extremely bullish. Once I'm done with these notes, we're going to put a side-by-side of 2017 and 2021 to see if there's any similarities with the months or if they're like identical or polar opposite, okay? All right, let's go now. See when this bullish momentum ends for this September run, okay? When's this large pullback? The first week of November. Okay, so October is completely bullish. Completely bullish. November, first week, bearish. Rest of month, massive pump. December, let's see what December gives us. December looks pretty bullish. And then when does this pullback start? This pullback doesn't start until mid-December. And then when's this bull? Okay, so first 2 weeks of December, bullish. First 2 weeks, bullish. Last 2 weeks, bearish. Okay? All right. Now that we have that, let's go to 2021. Okay? 2021. Oh, wait. Add note. Add note. Okay, and we're going to add a new one. 2021. All right, let's go to 2021 now and break it down, all right? We're going to break it down by the weeks and the months, okay? All right, this is 2021. Let's get that vertical line on January, the first week of January. That red line right there. So, 2021. First week bullish. Rest of month bearish. February. February looks completely bullish. Yep. February. Wait, is that a February 22nd? So that's pretty much March. So entire month of February is bullish. Entire month bullish. March. First week. Very bearish. Second and third week are bullish. last week bearish. So March is typically kind of a lame month. What I'm kind of seeing here. Then we go into a lot of consolidation in 2021. Okay, so pretty much consolidation from what week is this? Oh wait. February 22nd to March 1st. All right, actually, let me fix this. First 2 weeks bullish. Last 2 weeks bearish. Okay. Now let's go to March. Okay, now we're in April. April to... Basically, April was sideways movement. May looks very bearish. Let's see. April, May. Yeah, May basically entire month bearish. We're not even gonna get it. Entire month bearish. May is very bearish. And then from the last week of May to June is also consolidation. And then July looks like we get finally some movement. So we're going to say June is consolidation. Consolidation. July. July, it looks like the first week is bearish, which we have a holiday that week. Or the week really before. Holiday, July. First 2 weeks of July. Bearish. And then last 2 weeks. Bullish. Okay. And then August looks very bullish. Yep. August is bullish. September. Again, we see a big correction in September. September. Bearish. Last week. Bullish. Okay, now let's go to November. And we'll get these last. November looks very bullish. Or October, sorry. October looks very bullish again. So October, very bullish. November. November doesn't look that great. It looks just like consolidation. Actually bearish. Then to December. Yeah, we're going to say November. Was it first 2 weeks bullish? Yep. First 2 weeks bullish. Rest of month bearish. December bearish. Okay. Now let's put these notes side by side, okay? Now we're going to go over here. We're just going to go into a big black space on the screen. Okay? And we're going to put a text box out here. Oh, I can do a table. I don't want a table. I just want a text box. Give me something simple. All right, let's get this 2021. All right, and then we're going to delete. There we go. Okay. Sorry, this is taking a little bit of a longer time, but I want you guys to see this information. All right. Okay, there's 2021 and 2017. All right, we're going to get this zoomed in a little bit. Get the text just a tad bit bigger so you guys can see it. Hopefully you guys can read that pretty good. All right, there we go. So let's see what similarities we see from each bull run and what we can kind of guesstimate for our year in 2025. So January, bearish up until inauguration. First week bullish, rest of month bearish. So January tend to be bearish. Even in the once the inauguration hits, bearish, kind of get that sense. February, bullish entire month. Now the difference between January's inauguration in 2007 or 21 to today's is Trump's again elected, and it's a very pro crypto. So I think we could see bearish up until inauguration this year, okay, and not bearish all month. February, bullish entire month. February, entire month bullish. Okay, so February, bullish month. That's something to take note of. March, bearish the entire month. Last week, massive bullish momentum. Let's see, March, first 2 weeks bullish, last 2 weeks bearish. So I'm putting March up as kind of a bearish month. Toss up, that's what I'm probably going to expect. April, April to May was bullish entire months. April was consolidation. May was bearish. So complete polar opposites there for April and May. June, consolidation. June, large correction for entire month. Okay, so June tends to be consolidation or bearish momentum. Summer kicks off. We're expecting some bearish momentum. July, first 2 weeks extremely bearish, last 2 weeks bullish. First 2 weeks bearish, last 2 weeks bullish. Okay, July might be when the pullback ends for the summer's kickoff, right? So those last 2 weeks of July tend to be bullish. August, bullish for both years. September, bearish, last week bullish. September, bearish with large pullback, last week of extremely bullish. So September also bearish until last week. October, completely bullish. October's completely bullish. October, another bullish month. November, first week bearish, rest of month massive pump. First 2 weeks bullish, rest of month bearish. And then bearish in okay, so that's kind of contradicting, but we do have some similarities, okay? February is very bullish. What was that? Last 2 weeks of July, very bullish. August, extremely bullish. And October, extremely bullish, okay? So we're going to have pullbacks without the year. Who's that? Theo, good morning, man. Thank you for chatting in. So this is what I'm kind of expecting. Now, I'm saving this chart for this entire year to revert back to come check out, to kind of remind myself, and I'll check in with you guys too. I'll give you guys an update when we kind of like have time to go check again on how did our assessment of Bitcoin play out over the year, right? Now, if you remember, our target price potentially for this year is a 200 and this is really messy. Let me shrink this text down. I don't like this call out. All right. Let's delete that. All right, let me clean this up a little bit. This is terrible. There we go. Yeah, it's a little better. That's much better. Let's delete this guy too. Okay, that makes it a little bit more cleaner. A little bit cleaner here. Let's change this one too. Now that we're not using it more, shrink it down. There we go. Nope. All right, clean it up because we want to keep this for future reference. All right, there we go. Put it over here. Put it like right there. Okay. All right. So I want to keep this for future reference so we have it. But if you remember, we have this move up here, which is about a 161% move that we could potentially expect in 2025 for Bitcoin, which would put us at a $234,000 Bitcoin. Now, will we hit that? We got to find out. We got to see if that's how it actually plays out or not. But I'm very excited to see how this year actually plays out for us in the long run. I'm going to move this stuff actually over here. What? Come on. There we go. Come on. There we go. I'm going to remove this guy too. There we go. Okay, that's a little bit more helpful. All right, there we go. That's cleaner. Now we can actually utilize this chart. Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm kind of expecting for this bull run in 2025. I don't think the bull run's over. I think if you look at the chart, we are just in a pullback. And as we just saw, January is typically bearish. So let's put the start of January here, which is right there. Inauguration happens here. Okay. Yep. This white line is inauguration. And my guess is after inauguration next week, we go up. Okay. I think after inauguration, we're going to see if that bullish momentum we're waiting for. But what do you guys think? Is a $234,000 Bitcoin realistic? Do you think we really hit that? Do you think we can? I think we can. I don't think it's unrealistic to expect that from Bitcoin. And I think it's going to be exciting to see where it actually goes this year. I think this year is going to be legendary for crypto in general. I think Solana, Ethereum are also going to follow that. And if you like this Bitcoin price prediction live stream, we are going to do this for Solana. We're going to do this for Ethereum. I might make one for XRP and some other cryptocurrencies. We're going to do one this week for Jupe, of where do we think potentially Jupe could go this year. So yeah, we're going to do a lot more specific live streams like this so we can tap in and get you guys some good information to help you guys get a little bit more of an edge on the market to make wise decisions and be the best traders you can be. So yeah, I'm excited for 2025. I think it's going to be an absolutely amazing year. I think this year or this week is going to be a bearish. I think we're going to continue this pullback. And then next week we have the inauguration where Trump actually takes office, and we'll see how that plays out for the markets and see if we do indeed get a bullish run next week. Let's see. Kyle's saying, not in my opinion. 118 to 145 Q1, Q2. 195 to 210 Q3, Q4 is my guess. Yeah, I think that's a good realistic expectation. 234 would be if it plays out exactly how it did in 2021. And if you look at the data, each bull run has a shorter, a smaller pump, right? We didn't get thousands and thousands and thousands % of return in 2021 like we did in 2017, right? We got several hundred. So my guess is this year we're going to get several 100% return, not those several thousand. And my guess would be probably a 200 to 300% from the Pico bottom in 2024. Okay, so that's from the bottom, and we're not at the bottom right now in 2025. So that's why I think 150% return this month or this year, not this month, sorry, this year could be very good. for Bitcoin, and that'd be excellent. That'd be excellent. It'd put us at a 200K Bitcoin. I do think 200K Bitcoin is realistic for this year, at least, right? 234,000 would be the stretch. I know some people are saying 500K, 300K. I mean, you just got to keep things in perspective. You got to be realistic, right? Would we love to see a 500K Bitcoin this year? Of course. Of course I would. I just don't see it in the charts. I realistically don't see a 500K Bitcoin. I just don't see it. Now, my guess would be next year we see a 500K, or not next year, next bull run we see 500K, and then the bull run after that is when we finally hit that 7-figure range for Bitcoin. But this bull run, I don't think we're hitting that 500K. I think we will hit the 6 digits and hold in there for a very long time, and then I think we're gonna have a big correction like you've seen in the past when 2026 kicks off. So if we look back to 2021 and stuff, this correction, right? These corrections here, 2026, we're going to see this correction, find that bottom. And then when I find that bottom on Solana, Bitcoin, and other coins, I will be max bidding because I'm hoping to make a really solid, profitable year on this move this year, get a really big bag, take my profits, and then wait for that 2026, 2027 dip, right? That went to 2022 at the bottom. And I'm going to be bidding on that. But I'll be trying to day trade those short positions throughout that 1 year and go short for Bitcoin and stuff when we get that bear run in 2026. I think 2026 will be very bearish. But 2025 is that final bullish move that we've been hoping for in that bull run. But 2026, I think it'll end for sure. Like that's just literally it rinse and repeat. Historically, that's what it does every time. So it's not shocking. That's not like big news or anything. But yeah, guys, let's see what time it is. We did that in an hour, pretty much an hour. So that's what I wanted to do this morning, guys. I wanted to give you guys a clear expectation on what you could realistically expect for Bitcoin. I didn't want to give you guys some live stream that is just hopium, right? That's just unrealistic gains. Like if I would have said the 1,000%, and I left the stream where like, guys, we're hitting 1.2 million this year, that would be just messed up. That's just dishonest. I do not believe Bitcoin will hit that this year. Now maybe I'm wrong, and you guys can all at me when I'm wrong if it did, but it's just I want to keep this very realistic. I want to keep it factual based, not emotional based, and I hope that was helpful for you guys this morning. I hope you found this live stream helpful, and I hope it makes you excited for this year, because right now, if you look on like any timeline, people are freaking out. They're like, the bull run's over, it's all done, the pullback's happening, everything's bleeding, right? People are freaking out. But when you zoom out, right, you get the bigger picture that, dude, it's not even close to being done. We got at least 10 more months of bullish momentum, right? You got to zoom out and remember, it's not done. This is going to present entry opportunities to then hold for big momentum. This week, I will be trying to target the bottom for long positions on my crypto portfolio, and really get ready. If it's this week, next week, or the last week of January, I'm going to be trying to find that bottom to hold for that February move, because February is going to be very bullish. I'm going to try to take profits in February, then allow it to pull back in March, maybe to March to April, see what that pullback. I might even try to take some shorts and then wait for, because even all the way to May and June, it tends to be bearish. So we'll check in on our notes here and remind ourselves each month at the start of the month, what could we expect this month? Is it going to be bullish, bearish, whatever? And then try to take our profits and plan our sites out well. Now, again, just because I made notes that says February's bullish and April's bearish or whatever, you still need to do the chart data, right? You still need to look at the candles, because the candles could tell you it's not happening, right? If the candles don't give you the confluences that you need, you're not going to get it, right? Because historically, February is extremely bullish. But if we don't get the right confluences, it might not happen, right? This could be the first February where it doesn't. But my guess is it will be bullish. based on historical data. Okay. And I hope that you guys learned something today. I hope you guys take this same thing that I did and you apply it to your future trading and future investments, even outside of crypto. This isn't even just relevant to crypto. If you like Tesla, if you like Nvidia, if you like the S&P 500, do the same thing on those charts and see what happens, right? And see how you can chart it out, map it out, and get prepared for your investments for this next year. But everyone, I hope you had a great time. I hope you're having a great Monday. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning for our next stream. I don't know exactly what we're talking about. It depends on if Jupe launches its allocation checker, because if they do, we're going to look into that. But if I don't think that happens until Wednesday. We'll keep you guys up to date on what the live stream will be. But that might not be until Wednesday. But all right, everyone, I'll see you later. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Have a great rest of your day.